Hola. We're in Mexico.
Hola.
Hola. It's
Is that Mexican?
Spanish.
Spanish.
Hello in Spanish.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, guys. Hola, guys. Hola, amigos.
Hola, amigos. Yeah. I can speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Nobody else would understand a word I said in the last 2 days. They didn't even understand Coca-Cola.
No, he did.
I said Mexican cola.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably your accent. They're probably not used to Australian accents.
My accent.
Yes.
Accentious.
We're finding the language barrier a bit difficult.
Difficult. Was that a bubble?
No, it's this.
I heard a bubble.
It's this.
You sure now? That sounded like a bubble.
It's this thing, see? It's this thing, the filter thingy.
Filtered.
Yeah.
As long as it's not bubbles.
It's not. It's this thing making noise.
Good.
Why do I have to be right in front of it? Everyone's going to
You
think
picked your spot.
I don't really have anywhere else to go. It's not a very
You just
big
stay at
pool.
your bubble spot.
I'll stay at my bubble spot.
Anyway.
It's very nice. It's very humid, which is why we decided to hop in the pool.
Yeah, it's not like... I think the only time we've ever been in pools together is at my sister's house in Cairns.
Oh, no, not bringing up this again.
No, I'm just saying the only times we've been in pools together is either at my sister's house, because it was stinking friggin' hot with humidity like this place,
Yes.
and wherever there was a bar in a pool.
Oh, yeah, when we travel.
Like every pool we've otherwise ever been in's had a bar.
Yes.
I can't think of us ever been in a pool that hasn't had a bar.
There was no bar in Switzerland.
Oh, I wasn't going there. I forgot about you taking me into the sex pool. Why do you have to keep bringing... There was plenty of bars in there. Half the pool was barred up. Oh, my God. I've never seen so many bars in a pool.
Oh, my God. I like swim up bars. So when we go
There's plenty of guys swimming up with bars too.
I'm excited when we go to Port Douglas at the end of the year to go to the
that
swim
has
up
a swim up bar too.
Yeah,
we missed it last time. We were too
yeah.
late and the bar was shut.
I think it closed at like 5 or 6 p.m. or something.
Yeah, and we went out to get the best light to film, and we actually realised it was not the best light.
No.
That was so dumb. I can't believe it, but now I know what it was. It was, remember the first shots, because we're going to do that iPhone thing.
Yep.
So my first shots were on the iPhone, and the light just looked absolutely incredible. iPhone AI. Because the shots on the camera, which was shot at the same time, were absolutely horrible.
Oh.
It was iPhone AI.
What's iPhone AI? I didn't know
Well,
they had it.
it does, yeah, of course it does.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. There was something I was filming, and if you watch the video, it was completely blown out in the background, but the iPhone was not blown out at all. And I didn't have it set to HDR or anything. It was just iPhone AI.
I didn't know they had AI in their cameras.
Yes, they definitely do.
Oh.
And it's very, very clever AI.
Interesting. There you go.
But anyways, I'm excited because they've got the new iPhone out. Not that I normally don't do this. I normally like a year or 2 years behind a new model. But the fact that I'm so happy with the iPhone on the little 360 gimbal. So Bec's going to get my phone, which has got really good quality. And I'll get the new one, and I'll get another gimbal. I reckon those two gimbals will be able to. Really don't need. Well, our test shoot tomorrow, I think I was going to skip the wide.
Oh.
I was just going to go the 360.
Yeah.
So we can just zoom around wherever we want afterwards. I was just going to go the iPhone gimbal and the little RX on my camera.
Oh. That sounds good. Nice camera.
Well, I was happy what I did with Shay.
Yeah.
I just wanted another camera, and that'll be the 360-degree one. And if I put it far enough back, we won't get that sort of fisheye. Fisheye. But it does stretch your legs when you get the fisheye.
Oh, that's nice.
It makes your belly bigger.
Oh no, it's not nice. Don't want a big belly.
I'll stare at you. Well, today I am drinking. What's it called?
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis. It's not as. I can't believe we're in Mexico. No Model U.
Modelo.
No Model U. There's no Model U, and there's no Corona. Come on. Well, every bottle of Corona that comes says made in Mexico in Australia.
Yeah, but
Do they print that?
We've only tried one place.
Well, it's the only place we found that sold alcohol.
There's more of those fresh markets around. It's just we've only been.
Well, they'll have the same thing in the same markets, won't they?
Does Woolies have all the same things in every Woolies?
Pretty much, I think. It's only IGAs that are different.
Well, maybe
so
this is
IGAs is like an Australian...
Doesn't it stand for independent grocers?
Independent grocers. So each owner, it's owned by independent people, so they will stock different things. And you know yourself, the IGA in East Ringwood's freaking amazing. The IGA in North Ringwood's great.
Yeah.
The IGA in Alinda's pretty average, except they have 5 kilo bags of pizza flour, whereas none of the other IGAs have.
Well, how do we know that this isn't the Mexican equivalent of IGA?
Because we can't ask them, they don't speak English.
Yeah.
We even asked if... I think not one single question we asked, they understood us.
See, I really should have learnt Spanish.
You keep telling me this. You've been with me 5 years.
I said I really
and
should
you
have.
keep telling me you're learning Spanish.
I said I really
You've
should.
only learnt one thing. Can you explain to everybody the one thing you've learnt, what it says?
Yo no hablo español. I don't speak Spanish.
The smartest thing in the world to learn when you're learning to speak Spanish.
I don't speak it.
I can't believe how cheap things are. Really can't. We went out for dinner last night.
Tacos are $1.80 Australian per taco.
Well, no, you've jumped me gun. So we got the bill, and it's like in peso things or something
Pesos,
that they have here. And I saw the bill, it was like $310. I'll give him a $40 tip. And then afterwards, Beck looked up, and you gave him a $4 tip. So it was like $310 when we looked at the $360 or $370. What did our meal cost us? And then the taxi ride, what was it, 2,000?
200.
200 pesos?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh shit. But where we walked, it was definitely cartel get kidnapped and never turn up home again.
Oh, was this more the dirt roads that I was a bit... Dirt
And
roads
the
with
big
no...
and the puddles.
And the puddles
the
and no
took up
lights.
3/4 of the road.
Yeah, because it was really rainy yesterday.
And
when
the
we
rampant
arrived.
dogs that were going to eat us.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I was just more scared about not having any street lights.
Oh, you're more scared of stepping in a puddle.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got a taxi ride and then found out later it was like a $4 ride or something. Anyways, we've been having fun. So what have you done this week?
I have travelled to Mexico. I have a new favourite place in the world. It's this place.
Too humid for me. I keep dripping.
Dripping.
I keep dripping.
I love it. I think it's really nice. It's really pretty. The food is amazing.
The food is good. The food we had last night I really enjoyed that. You only ate 1.5 tacos though. I had plenty of guac.
Yeah, I had heaps of
Yeah,
guac
had
and chips.
heaps of the guac.
Guac was so good. I had such a good amount
That
of lime.
guac was good, yeah.
It was delicious. I've done that. We had finished up our workshops in Austin. They went amazingly.
And we went to the comedy club, the
Comedy Mothership.
Mothership,
That was a
which
bit
was
hit and miss.
Was a bit hit and miss.
But I guess that's-
weird. The whole even getting in felt a bit weird. Line up around the corner.
Oh, I didn't find that too weird. That was they explained that we had to line up around the corner because if everyone's lining up, then people couldn't get into the bar that was next door. So I didn't find that weird at all. But we went to they had an open mic night and followed by their crew show. So we went to that, which open mic nights are always going to be a bit hit and miss.
But some of the open mic guys were better than the crew show. There's a couple in the crew pretty.
Yeah.
There was 2 guys, 2 of them, they went political. Oh my God, did they bomb. They thought they were going to really take off because one of them even had a go at freaking Biden in his Mozo thinking, well, the state I'm in is going to be anti-Biden. It went quiet as, you went to the toilet, went quiet as crickets. He couldn't recover from it. He didn't know what to say.
I'm so glad I was in the bathroom because I would have got secondhand embarrassment and cringed so hard I'll need a chiropractor. What?
What? Are you going to be a stand-up now? Is this your attempt to stand up?
No,
Maybe it's stand up in a pool.
stand up in a pool.
Maybe they should do that. Stand up in a pool.
Maybe they should.
If you're not good enough, they hit the button and you're flushed. You're just down the drain.
Oh, but no, I had
There's
so
a couple of guys, a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them were really funny.
The guy that looked like he had Tourette's and ran around the stage like crazy, and we saw him when we were leaving.
He was funny.
He was funny, actually.
I really liked him. At first, I was a bit like, what? There was that lady that was also really weird. That I
actually liked her.
Yeah, I did too.
She kept on reading off her phone. Is that the one you're talking about?
They said that she was just hired today. She kind of looked a bit like a boy, and then she made some comment about...
Oh, no, I'm talking about the other one that looked a little bit more like Carrie.
I don't know what Carrie looks
the
like.
The movie.
Carrie,
sorry. She had that look, that sort of a little bit matted, never washed hair, a little bit
Yeah.
See, I liked her. The few lines that she got out there she was a little bit more like that. You know, the plain Jane and talks very flat with her name.
Aubrey Plaza.
She was a little bit Aubrey Plaza. She should have pushed it more awkward, not saying anything. People were pissing themselves laughing at her awkwardness.
She was very
She
funny.
needs to build her whole show on that
Brand,
awkwardness.
yeah.
Because just half tell a joke and then lose your way.
Yeah, she was funny as well. I did enjoy myself. And for those that don't know what Comedy Mothership is, it's Joe Rogan's comedy club that he recently opened in Austin, and
it was only like 1.5 kilometres from where we were staying.
it was good. I highly recommend, but you've got to get in early because everything sells out really quickly.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Well, yeah, that was fun, and then we came here.
We had good crew in Austin.
We had a really good group.
We had some really good models.
Really good models, really good food. The
food was awesome.
All of my models turned up. None of them were late. Well, one of them was like 5 minutes late. But other than that, they were all... So that was less stress for me because that's the most stressful thing about
And sorry, Terry Blacks. You're not that good.
Yeah, I didn't really dig Terry Blacks.
Terry Black. Everyone said you got to go to Terry Blacks. So I felt the tacos you got for the workshop was so much... the meat you got... Not tacos. Sorry, the barbecue you got for the workshop had so much better flavour. Well, you didn't try the rib at Terry Black's, did you?
No, because I didn't like the look of the gristly bits.
The gristly bits.
The gizzards.
It wasn't gizzards. You don't have gizzards on your ribs.
Gizzards.
That was just startings of melanomas or something.
Oh, yuck. Gross. But yeah, no, I didn't. We went to Franklin's last year and I preferred that over...
Except the queue.
Yeah,
and
it was a bit annoying.
I don't think I need to meet Brad Pitt's daughter every time we go, unknown daughter each time we go there.
We had that awesome chili at the Death Proof place.
Oh, yes.
We've had
that was the best night. We got to talk about that.
Did we talk? When did we go there? Did we talk about it in last week's podcast?
No, because we'd already done the workshop. We got recommended at the end of the workshop, remember?
It was after Friday. Oh, yeah. It was.
We walked straight from the bar.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't done a podcast.
We haven't done a podcast since. So
one of the awesome people that came to our workshop told us about a place called Texan Chili Parlor, and it was just around the corner from where we finished up the workshop, and a scene from Death Proof was filmed there, which is a Tarantino movie. And
well, it was like a third of Death Proof was shot there because they were in that bar a long time talking shit.
Well, he said that was...
So you didn't do a lap dance. What was up with you?
I'm not doing that. Gross.
Oh, you didn't have shorts on. You have to wear shorts.
I'm not doing that.
Not for me. I meant for somebody else.
No, do it. Jared isn't there. If Jared was there, maybe, but Jared wasn't there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. We went there and it was absolutely insane. So the chili dog I got, we probably could have shared one. It was massive.
Oh, it was massive.
It was so massive.
But they gave us like a chili sampler. That was friggin'...
It was delicious. We got, what did we get? We got the medium, regular, famous one.
I've got no idea.
Then we got the habanero with beans, and then we got a white pork.
The white pork. And you hardly touched the white pork.
No, I had more of it than you did.
I finished half of it.
No, you didn't. There was still half of it in
there. The day after.
Oh. I had some... You didn't touch it when we were at the restaurant.
I had 2 little bits, but I was more after the hotter chili.
The hotter
Chili was much
friggin' amazing chili. I wish chili was bigger in Australia.
Yeah, I reckon it's not going to happen, so I won't bother. But
what? No, spill.
No, if I was to do a restaurant, I'd definitely chili would be
one of the things.
Yeah, but see, I want to split it up into just the best of the world.
Right.
But just a couple of dishes.
So you'd do like...
So you'd have to have some tacos. You'd have to have some barbecue. You'd have to have chili.
Yep. You'd have to have pizzas.
You have to do pizzas. You have to do a burger and have to do steak. There's my restaurant. No,
that's not really
no
the world.
Vegans
That's
allowed.
A lot of that's American.
No, it's not.
Burgers.
The whole world does steak.
Burgers.
The whole world does burgers.
Yeah, but they're like an American staple. And chili is predominantly American.
I'll do rissoles then.
The barbecue.
I'll do rissoles is not American. I'll do rissoles.
Rissoles. Yeah, I haven't made rissoles in ages. I'm so excited to
One thing I did like from Terry Black's was the beans. They were so much better than my beans. My beans are a freaking disaster.
I didn't rate them.
You didn't rate them, but you don't. But you eat bacon. Oh, yeah, you eat bacon.
I don't eat bacon. Baked beans.
That's right. I forgot you're a baked bean eater.
Yeah, I like it. When did I suggest bake? Oh, I think me and Jared were going to a festival and I got a can of beans because you can just heat them up in the car. Like you just put them on the dash of the car and let the sun cook it.
Wait for them to explode and then lick them off the dash and off the roof. Well done,
Not going to explode.
They will.
Really
they do explode. We've done it ourselves.
No.
You get into. We were somewhere and we sat one out in the sun and seriously the can exploded. It was like 48 degrees or something, but still it literally blew apart.
Well, I didn't do that when I cooked them last time I went to a festival. I cooked them in the car. Because it's normally really hot. You just put them on the dash in the car and leave them for a few minutes to heat up.
A few minutes, no, it's not going to explode in a few minutes.
I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that won't explode. Leave them half a day, there's a good chance you're going to have beans on your friggin' sun visor.
You just leave them for like 10 minutes or so to heat up and heat through. I do it with noodles. It's like, those cup noodles? Get those, put because we've obviously got water at the campsite, fill it up with water and then put that in the car and then they cook. Because I don't have boiling water. They bring gas cookers and stuff to festivals. People are drunk idiots and start bushfires. So you're not allowed to bring a gas cooker with you. So you improvise.
So you use a car oven?
Yeah.
Only in Australia. Only in Australia you'd have a car oven.
It's genius.
Especially on a Commodore dash. It's the hottest dash in the world.
Exactly. I'm not just a pretty face. I'm smart. It's what you do.
You've never told me about this.
I'm telling you now.
That you're a bush cook.
A bush cook. I'm a bush cook.
Bush cook.
A bush cook at the bush doves. Oh, that's
No, I've cooked lots of things in coals and you don't even wrap them. When I was young, we used to go, I'd zip out, we'd stay down in a place called Grampians and there was a really big dam and legally you weren't allowed to fish within 400 metres of the dam. But we worked out if we got up there and left before 6:30, the ranger would never get out of bed before 6:30. And the best fish was at the dam wall. And every morning go up there, catch 4 big reddies, bring them back home and just literally the night fire, soak a bit, pull the coals back, throw the whole fish, no tinfoil or anything, stick it into the coals, cook it in there, pull it out, and you peel the skin off, all the coals came off the skin. The stomach cavity would wrap all the ingredients to the stomach up, so it wasn't in the... And you just eat this beautiful sweet fish. Oh, I love that. Haven't done that for so long.
Describing fish as sweet seems weird to me.
There's lots of sweet fish.
Yeah, no, but I just don't understand.
There's horrible taco fish that we leave sitting... No,
In New York.
That was New York.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The off fish.
Oh, that's right. We had to leave. We had an emergency. We just couldn't eat your food anymore. It was disgusting.
I staged a phone call. It was like, we've got to go. Sorry,
it's an emergency. We've got to leave. Can we have a doggy bag? And she took 2 steps and dropped it in the rubbish bin. Didn't even give it to a homeless person. It was that bad.
Well, I didn't know. My safety was in danger if I talked to people in chicken hats that spit. Remember that crazy person in New York with the chicken hat on that was spitting?
Yes, that was a bit scary.
It was scary.
Although I must admit, so far...
I could have given it to the dancing man.
So far, I hear all this bad stuff about New York. Which dancing man?
Oh, he's just dancing to the beat of his own drum with no shirt on.
Oh, him. No, he's cute. He was cute. He was having so much fun on his own.
I know.
He didn't need anybody to wreck it.
I know. I was happy he was having a good time on whatever the bloody hell he was on.
And we got woken up one morning in Austin with a freak out right outside our window.
Yeah, I love public freakouts. I think we've said this before.
I give so much respect to the 2 policemen there.
Oh, yeah.
She was going absolute crazy. They just let her be, kept saying, sorry, you can't be, and just let her be, calmed it down. In the end, she walked off.
No, they were awesome. Then they probably went and got some donuts.
Yeah, they were. I think they were just waiting for the donut shop to open. We'll just hang here a bit longer until the shop opens.
Speaking of donuts, our awesome friend who told us to go to the chili place then bought in these gigantic donuts.
What are they called? Texan donuts or something?
They were called... Oh, no, it wasn't
You had
called...
a name for it.
No, because it was the name of the place they came from. I can't remember what it was called, but they were, like, massive. Like bigger than my face, massive.
Yeah, they'll sort of, it would be the size of, if you got a Crystal Kreme or whatever that crap
Krispy
is
Kreme.
called, the box that has like a dozen in, one donut
Yeah.
took the whole box.
Maybe not, maybe half a dozen.
I don't know, I never buy Krispy Kremes, I don't like them, they're horrible. They taste like liquid fat.
They taste
You
delicious.
bite them, it's just like,
It's delicious.
it's not delicious.
It's delicious.
When it came out to Australia and there was queues for like 8 hours.
Yeah, because it's
The
good.
why would you set up your first Krispy Kremes in Narre Warren?
I don't know. I like
Or maybe
that.
because I get the biggest queue.
I don't know. I like that one. I got free Krispy Kremes from there one night.
I'm not into Krispy. I can't do Krispy. I literally, no. You bite into it and you nearly taste the animal fat pouring out of it. And on top of sugar-coated animal fat.
It's delicious.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
I prefer, we're going to take you to Queen Vic Market in Melbourne.
Yeah, the hot jam donuts.
They're best in the world.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Anyway.
They're pretty good.
But that donut was a bit nice. It cut off 2 little
It
quarters.
was.
And
I really
it
liked
wasn't,
it.
It wasn't
Do you know the
fatty.
reason that it was orange was because of the eggs that they used to make it?
It was made in Australian eggs, not American eggs.
No, they used what did he say? The eggs they use are like free-range eggs. It's got something to do with what the chickens eat that makes their eggs a lot more orange. And
Our eggs are orange.
yeah, I find other eggs in America are really yellow.
Yeah, but that's because they're fed on friggin' pellets.
Oh, okay, right.
Well, I gather that's it. It's weird. When the first time I came to America and saw the yellow eggs, I was like, that's not an egg. What's this horrible looking thing?
Why is it so yellow?
Why is it so yellow?
Yeah, ours are really orange. But he said it was orange because of the eggs that they used to make the dough.
most of.
Ow.
We do have like the battery hen places, but less and less in Australia.
I
It's very-
only buy free range.
Yeah, I know
eggs.
most people do. That's why
Yeah.
only the people that are on drugs buy the other ones. They don't have any money for normal eggs. But even the ones that come out of the drug dens, they're still orange. They're not yellow. But I think it's what we feed them is different.
might
See, I
be.
think Americans feed their battery hens the leftovers from McDonald's. So they empty all the rubbish
my
bins out,
God.
and that's what they're feeding their
Oh no, I just
their
realised.
hens.
I just realised my hair was on my microphone. Sorry.
Sorry, but that's on the eggs thing. I didn't. I think I told you. She didn't go downstairs for breakfast.
No.
So the place in the New Yorker downstairs, like eggs with blueberry jam and honey.
It's a choice.
No, that's what he had. Blueberry.
No, that's what I mean. That's a choice. Like. Ooh.
I looked through their menu and everything on it had something sweet. Even the hamburgers. They had a hamburger with strawberry jam.
Choices.
Choices. Anyway,
Anyway.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't?
No, I
Why
couldn't do
not?
it.
What if, how do you know it wasn't amazing?
Because the time I came to America and Amy was with us, she wanted to have waffles for breakfast, so we went out and I tried chicken waffles with maple syrup. Oh my God, no, inedible.
I remember Jared was going on about chicken and waffles for a while, but I don't even think, I think one of his friends really likes it. And I can't remember if
the
he
place was packed, so lots of people liked it, but it wasn't to my palate.
To your
I was
palate.
very happy when we got to Austin and we found some English muffins and we put some Vegemite on our muffins. And
Yes, because we travel with Vegemite. That's how Australian we are.
I'm surprised when we got strip search that they didn't ask us about the Vegemite.
Hey, we got questioned coming into Mexico.
Yes, we looked unsavoury.
It's just because I keep all of Peter's camera gear, so they were just a bit like...
They saw all the bags and thought, what are they bringing in?
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to... So how many cameras in there, in the bags? I'm trying to count them up in my head, and I still got it wrong. I think I said 6 and it was 9. Why do you need so many cameras?
Because...
He questioned lots of things that were just like everyday things. It was quite funny.
Well, that's like when
Pulled
I-
the hard drive out. It's a hard drive.
It's like...
Por favor? Por favor, is that
Por favor is please.
in...
Spanish.
So I got it right. I can know 2 words in Spanish.
Oh, amigos and por favor.
Amigos and por favor.
Good on you.
And I know 3 words. Tacos. Salsa is another word. I'm flying now.
You are flying. Mi
Corona?
Pasaporte is passport. I know that one. Suitcase is maleta, I think.
Maleta.
I'm going to stop embarrassing myself with my horrible Spanish.
It was quite funny him going through the bags and very, very common things. He kept on looking for drones. Everything is a drone. So drones must be illegal here.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe, because I think you need a license to fly drones.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so every single bag, like there was the DJI gimbal. There's a drone. I opened it up and he didn't even have a clue on it. I nearly had to put the thing together so he could see what it was. Didn't know what the Polaroid camera was. He looked at it and just sort of thought it was a spaceship.
When me and Jared got questioned...
He wants to be podcasted around the world. Oh, it's not that big a bird either.
It's bloody noisy.
Yeah, it's just up the tree. I think it wants a beer. I haven't...
Oh, yes. I wonder if you will get accused of being an alcoholic because you've got a glass of straight alcohol and
a glass of water with ice.
And a bottle of beer, but I'm the one who gets accused of being an alcoholic.
But they can see this has got zero. It's no alcohol in it. And this is just a cup of water with ice.
No, it's not.
It is. Look, there's an ice block in there.
Yeah, it's good. And it's got straight alcohol and you've got a beer. You're double parked. I just try and have some wine.
It has not got straight alcohol. Look, there's bubbles in it. I put a thimble of Coke in there to take the sweetness off that horrible Jim Beam freaking... I'm in... Oh, no, we're not in America now.
No, we're not.
Finding southern comfort in the world is harder than finding fresh water.
Well, maybe you shouldn't drink such an unpopular drink.
Oh, sorry, it's what I'm addicted to.
Addicted
I shouldn't have
to.
got super drunk when I was 15 on it. No, it's just a drink that stick it in the freezer, it takes the sweetness off it, and I can sip it.
Sip it like it's hot.
Yeah, so with this other stuff, I have to put half a bottle in here and scull it. But she's the alcoholic.
I'm the alcoholic, though.
Yes.
No, I was going to say that when me and Jared got searched at the airport in Croatia, similar thing, lady pulled out a mug and asked me, what is this? I'm like, it's a mug. Like, you drink out of it.
Can you show me how to do that? They did spend a fair bit of time in your suitcase. Did you notice that? No, you didn't notice that bit. They did. I don't know why.
Don't know.
Mine had all the camera lighting. Like, you didn't understand what the light was. I had to pull a full pro photo out and show, look, it's got a light. He thought it was some type of Canon.
I don't know why they spent a lot of time.
We were the only people that got pulled in.
Yeah.
We'd make shit-ass drug couriers. There must be something about us. I wasn't wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
I wonder why. Do we just look shifty?
Maybe.
Bye.
Maybe.
Well, because I don't know, a few other people got pulled over in Croatia. Me and Jared got... Maybe it's me. Do I look shifty?
Yeah, well, they got quite angry when you ignored the signals to go in there, and you just kept walking, saying, "Peter, we don't have to go in there. We have nothing to declare."
Well,
but
I didn't see them.
You're going in there.
Because I was looking at the signs to see where to go. I wasn't looking at them. And so because I didn't see them doing that, I was looking at the sign.
So he actually said to you, and that's when I turned in there, because I knew, well, if Bec's going in there, I should go in there as well.
Oh. Well.
I even undid my pants ready for the butt search, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I was ready for a massage.
Oh my God. Anyway, it's fine. Like,
it's fine.
It was fine and dandy. How was your week?
I love Austin, so I love the food. We only did one shoot. We did a cool shoot.
Yeah, with the boots.
Oh, you bought your cowboy boots. You didn't tell everyone you're now a cowgirl.
My boots?
She bought herself some cowboy. The boot shop had like 5 million pairs in there. You'd love the cowboys in their hats was so
was
cool.
really cool.
All these skinny ass cowboys in denim jeans,
cool.
Miller shirts and hats. And you don't know what a Miller shirt is, so.
No, it was cool. It was a really cool shop.
It was a really cool. All the
Alan's
dead
boots.
animals all over the walls.
I liked the strip dance.
The strip dancer. I didn't see a strip dancer in there. Which place were you at?
The pole dancing raccoon at the checkout.
Grabby hands. No
Grabby
morals.
hands, no morals.
You were looking at the band with the trumpet.
I took a photo of it. Then we get to the checkout and they've got a stuffed raccoon pole dancing with little pasties on it where its nipples
would be. Pretty cool shop.
It was really cool. I enjoyed that. I got some boots.
She got some books and then she decided to be like Adriana Lima in the friggin' hallway of our Airbnb.
Yeah, that was a cool shoot. We did not film it though.
No, we didn't film it.
We were just more focused on getting a cool shot rather than setting up cameras and...
Yeah, it's funny. I've noticed that lately. Every time I put a picture up now, where's the video?
I know, so we don't film every shoot.
I don't want to film because it's... Oh, a left just fell.
It does. It puts the pressure on when there's so many other, like all these other cameras around.
What is that? The pressure. I can't. Sometimes on the stuff we record, we continue a little bit longer so we can both relax down and get, or not just with you, with other models as well. We can get that hero shot because it's really hard if I have to keep talking a friggin' camera. Yes. I'm not on point about what I'm doing with the model. I'm more trying to explain things. Yeah. And yeah, it's like that picture I put up yesterday. One of the first comments was, "Where's the video?" Well, it's the first time I ever worked with that model. I'm not going to stick a friggin' video in their face first time, even though she said.
We did that to Abby, and we did that to Layla.
No, but.
And they don't work with us anymore.
But they did ask for it.
Yeah, I know.
But with Charlotte, it's Charlotte, wasn't it?
Scarlett.
Get close every time. Just don't quite hit the mark. With Scarlett, at the end of it, when I mentioned about it, she, I wish you videoed it. So. But,
yeah, but
no, but we definitely wouldn't have got. I wouldn't have got anything. She'd be too worried about all the video cameras.
Exactly.
Yeah, and our videos, I rather have them so they're more teaching of something.
Yeah, not just...
The fly on the wall, we've both seen, the fly on the wall stuff never seems to go as well.
Yeah, no.
And that's more, if I'm going to get my shot, it really needs to be a fly on the wall. I need to just ignore the cameras and
not
just...
explain what you're doing.
Yeah, not explain what I'm doing.
Do a shoot.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but it's... Yeah, that's the pressure to it. And we just... I don't know, I feel like...
Well, nobody would video every friggin' thing they did anyway.
Yeah. I feel
like I'm certain Casey Neistat doesn't video him having a bath or sleeping with his wife or giving birth or... Well, I haven't seen that episode.
Why not?
I don't think I want to see Casey Neistat giving birth. It's not something that's on my wish list. And you...
Me?
You...
Me.
And your friggin' Deal or No Deal marathons...
I was watching Price is Right.
Price is Right, sorry.
Deal or No
yeah,
Deal.
Price is Right in marathons. Laughing.
I was enjoying it.
And you're saying, her headlights are on. Oh, you killed yourself laughing when that girl ran down with her headlights turned on. Then there was a Tourette's girl and the one that screamed. I recommend it to nobody.
It sounds like you were enjoying it also. I was enjoying watching my Deal or No Deal from the 80s, 70s, whenever it was.
We can't do that in Australia, can we? We don't have like 5 million TV channels, so you can actually go back in time on them.
I think on Foxtel they might do stuff like that.
Not from the 80s. I don't think so.
I don't know, but I was enjoying myself. And then I tried to see what Mexican TV would be like, not that I understand Spanish, but TV, it's only got streaming, it's only got Netflix. And other streaming services on this TV here.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I tried to watch live TV because I wanted to see if they had funny ads like they do in America. And it's only got streaming services, so I can't even watch free to air.
Like, buy these nose spray. P.S. It might rot your brain.
Side effects may include death.
Yes. No, side effects will include death. We just don't know what day it'll happen. I think it's a legal thing. They've got to...
Yeah, they have to say...
whatever...
Side effects may include brain aneurysm, stroke, death, loss of sight.
I wonder if they did it for COVID in America. You need to be vaccinated, but by the way, this vaccinated has never been tested. We can't tell you the side effects. There's something on Elon's channel yesterday, which was quite funny. I don't know how true it was. If it's true, it was really, really funny. It went through descriptions of each of the different vaccinations from the day they were released to 3 years later. It went from 99.9% protection down to 12% protection. So I don't know how right or wrong. You never can. There's nobody tells you the truth anymore.
I don't know. You can't trust anything.
And yeah, I'm a bit happy because Chairman Dan resigned, and it's only a Melbourne thing. Only people in Melbourne would know what I mean. But the chairman of lockdown, who locked us down for 3/4 of our life, he resigned today, or yesterday, or the day before. We only just found out. You gave me that lovely news when I woke up.
Yes, I woke up to a message from my dad telling me so.
And you said that my daughter had sent me the same message, and she just put ha 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 ha. Yeah, she loved him too, giving birth to her first grandchild, and nobody was allowed to see it.
She gave birth to her first grandchild? That's weird.
Well, she gave birth to a first grandchild. Sexton was the first grandchild.
No, but it's not Nikki's first grandchild.
No, but she still gave birth to a grandchild, and it was her first. All right, I'll read. She gave birth to her first male.
He wasn't the first male in the
Her first male.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go.
She gave birth to her first baby.
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks for that.
Stop putting pressure on me. It's taking a lot of brain space to do this, especially in Mexico. I just want to go out and eat tacos and not be kidnapped on the way to there or the way home.
Right. Well, I'm happy to walk there again. We've got another
$1 taxi back. But what I couldn't get over, it seemed longer coming back in the taxi than it did for us to walk there.
Yeah, because I think we walked
a dodgy shortcut through the cartel district.
Yeah. I don't think it was cartel district.
No, I know, I'm just stirring. I did, when we were flying in, because I was separated at birth from Bec, and she was sitting up with this lovely man that she just had this most beautiful chat the whole aeroplane to, and I had this lady snoring next to me.
See, because that's photography, so we're talking photography stuff.
Yeah, but you dumped me back there and you had a seat 1A.
1E.
1E.
Yeah,
It was still in the front. Dumped me. I paid for the ticket and you dumped me back in cattle class.
We weren't in cattle class.
I was. It was nearly there. It was so many rows back. I just felt like I was in cattle class.
I didn't choose the seat.
Obviously. I think you might have.
I didn't.
You put me with an old lady who wouldn't let me go to the toilet.
Could have said, excuse me.
She was asleep and snoring.
You could have stepped over her.
Do you see how big she was?
No.
Yeah, I couldn't have stepped over that.
Oh.
And she was the one in the wheelchair. Oh, you didn't see that either, because she ran away. As we got out of the plane, Bec bolted. And I'm stuck behind this wheelchair lady who I was stuck behind. I couldn't go to the toilet.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Jeez.
I'm going to put in my complaints to airport.
Well, I don't think I can
It's all right. Well, you're doing cattle class from now on. I'm doing first class.
Because it's...
If I downgrade you to cattle, that should give me enough money for first. Yeah.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that. You did this to me last trip. You're right up number 1 and I'm sitting right down the back. I was in seat 3.
Oh, Lord, whatever will we do? The devastation. Jeez.
I fell asleep and I'd ordered breakfast even though I didn't really feel like eating. I just, you want breakfast? Give me whatever. And I fell asleep. And inappropriate, but sorry, they need to, anyway, I got woken up by this. Seriously, I got woken up by someone rubbing my arm. And I friggin' jumped a mile because I started having a dream. But it was a big hairy bikie doing the rubbing.
I wanted to sleep, but then I got
your mate, you picked your seat. You can lay in it. No. And you normally like window seat.
No, I like aisle now.
You've come to my side of the plane?
Yeah.
Aisle's the best.
Yeah, I like
you can get to your stuff, you don't have to bother anyone, you can go to the toilet whenever you like.
Yeah,
the window, you're a pain in the ass to everybody around you.
Yeah, no, I don't like prefer. I friggin'...
It's easy to stop the hostess. Another beer, please. If you're down there, they miss you. You do this and they just walk past you. They completely miss you.
Aisle.
The people that were across and down from me, I reckon they had 30 gin and tonics on that flight.
Oh my God.
Every time I woke up, there's another gin and tonics coming down to them.
Jesus.
Louisa's. What was the flight where we've got on and they only offered us water or juice?
That was going to Austin.
To Austin. and Bec was all, and you had to run to the toilet. And while Bec was in the toilet, do you only got water or you got nothing?
I got a water.
You got a water, and she went to the toilet, and the guy behind me asked for some alcohol, and he got it. Bec was so pissed. All she wanted was her mimosa. That was so funny.
You found it more funny than I was angry.
Your face expression was worth it. I wish I photographed it. We could have used it for this podcast.
I could have used it for this podcast. I didn't think I pulled that much of anything.
Oh, you full on.
I think I was just like, oh.
No, you did a full on, the thing out of Sesame Street with the eyebrows. You did a full on one of those. What was his name? Ernie, is it? Bert. You did a Bert. You did a Bert on a plane.
A Bert on a plane.
You went to have a vape on a plane in the toilet, and you came out and did a Bert on a plane. I can't believe you actually did. Was that on OnlyFans? OnlyFans on your vaping in the toilet?
It was on my close friends.
Close friends. You shouldn't tell that.
No, what if I'm going to remove you from close friends. You're not.
No, you told me. You showed me the thing of you vaping.
I know, but you don't tell other people.
Sorry, I didn't. If you're a owner of an aeroplane company, she doesn't vape on the plane.
No, it's the unspoken law that if you're on someone's close friend story, you don't share what's on there to anyone else. No,
but
otherwise you get removed. So I'm kicking you off.
But I didn't see it on there. You showed me on yours.
I'm kicking you off. Yeah,
you showed me with you. No, that's different. So I didn't see it on Instagram because I hardly ever go on there anymore. I don't know the last time I've looked at my stories. So you're kicking me off. All right, well, you're kicked off my OnlyFans. Okay. You're never seeing my OnlyFans ever again. I'm banning you.
You showed me photos of your nuts.
They weren't nuts, they're screws, you stupid friggin' idiot. There's a big difference. A nut is a thing that has like hexagon and you do this. A screw has a little slot in it. It's the female version of a nut, all right? And the picture I showed you of my Leica lenses screws because it had come undone and I couldn't get my F dot to line up with the white dot is a screw, not a nut. You might have wanted to see my nuts, but you didn't. You saw my screws. And my screw was loose, and I tightened it. I'm not screw loose anymore.
You've still got a few screws loose.
You and your fantasy about my nuts. How did we end up? Why is the pool a different colour?
It's not.
You sure? There's this like purple patch.
No, there's not.
I was going to tell you, I should have done this. I really wanted to, but didn't think about it. I don't know where I'd buy food dye in Mexico, Tulum. When we were kids, we went into the pool in the caravan park with blue food dye. And there was always that thing that there's a dye in the pool. If you pee, it'll leave a stain. And we would just drip food dye behind kids. And it was so funny. It was really funny. Oh, I wish I did that here. Would have been so funny for me to just put droplets of food dye behind you because I would pick it up in the colour there.
I'm so glad you did.
So, what did you do this week? And I'm going to check. I need a reason to get out of the pool to check that you've done your job properly.
I've done what do you mean? Oh, you're checking that we're still recording?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Just in case we had a sound issue, Bec went flat.
Sorry.
So we sent her off. She got repumped back up and she's online again.
You schmidt.
Well, it's really easy here. They sell silicone everywhere.
Oh my God. Your cup is weeing. Condensate.
Alcoholic. Look, I've drinking that much of this and my fingers touching. So I've drinking that much of this.
I just find it funny that you're the one who drinks like strong spirits and drink.
I'm older, I'm allowed to.
But you drink more than me and
I'll never drink more than you.
I'm the one who gets all the abuse.
2 bottles of whiskey and 1 bottle of wine. Right? And then you drink. For everybody who thinks Bec's an alcoholic, they're wrong.
No.
She's anorexic. That'll start a different direction. Oh, that friggin' video of that other girl is disgusting. I can't believe, I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to promote it, but it's a girl that's severely anorexic and has a massive amount of following. And
YouTube allows
it. And they are still that thing of Shay wearing a dress that spun around that you might have been able to see the edge of her undies is adult rated. But then you can have someone who's pretty much close to dead.
Yeah, and it's got
promoting anorexia. Like admitted she was anorexic, and then 3 years later she's 10 times skinnier.
Well, she went to rehab and then she...
Well, it didn't work.
Yeah, well, she relapsed. And...
Which means she shouldn't be on this. She's already admitted that she was anorexic. So
I know. It's really bad. It makes me...
It is bad. Because I really don't
breaks my heart.
Unfortunately, I said this at the workshop, it gets me quite annoyed that there's a lot of people like Bec who are naturally skinny, doesn't matter how much they drink. No, I mean...
I've got a bit of... I'm feeling really pudgy at the moment.
Pudgy. Yeah, well, pimples, we know what that is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it gets me really, really annoyed that you can't be single white female and skinny, but you could be 100 times overweight. And that's inclusive. We're now going to have you walk down a catwalk. No, seriously.
Yeah, I know.
And your comment, did we talk about this last time with Victoria's Secret?
I think so. I think we did.
Yeah, but still your comment on that. I noticed in the Victoria's Secret store they didn't have any photos of those girls. They only had the superstar models.
Well, that's what I want to see, Victoria's.
Well, of course. Like, if I want to see the best car in the world, I don't want someone rolling out a Hyundai. Right? So it's the same with if I want to see amazing fashion, I want it to be seen on
an amazing fashion
a frame
model
that was supposed to wear this fashion.
Yeah.
Not the frame of don't care how much you eat. And then people have problems with all these worldwide, with all different disorders and that. That's fine, but don't say we're going to be exclusive and you can have a disorder now. Maybe isn't it better to disclusive? What did I say?
You said exclusive.
Exclusive, that's the same thing. I'm exclusive. I want to do an exclusive fashion show. I'll exclude everything I don't like. Hey, that will be the new in thing. Being exclusive.
You idiots. Oh my god. They're so funny.
No, Hey, on workshops now, I'm getting really strong feedback from most people, and most people are against this wokeness. They just couldn't be stuffed talking about it.
Yeah.
So it's good that it's like, oh, they're too scared to bring it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I was too strong about it. They just ran and hid.
They just agree with you.
They just agree with me.
Because they don't want to fight with you.
It could be like an Elon Musk. They've paid a lot of money to come here and they're not going to disagree. They might have thought they're going to get kicked out or they wouldn't get pizza.
I feel like, maybe they just don't want to disagree with you.
No, I had a couple disagree with me.
They just smile and nod.
No, they shook a little bit. It was more like an epileptic fit. It wasn't, I wouldn't have called it a nod. That was a good group. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember his name. He's in the Navy, no, the Army. I wanted to sing the Village People song. In the Navy. He was in the Army. And it was really funny watching him struggle with, he's so used to rules. He's very regimented and things like that. It was really, you'd see him just mentally struggling to, no, these are the rules. He didn't want it to be that way, but you could see it was how he's been brought up.
Yeah. So you saying, screw the rules.
I kill you.
It was good fun.
It was good fun. I really enjoyed it.
We had a really good group. Everyone was really there to learn. Like, we didn't have anyone that was...
No, nobody there that was just trying to shoot for the sake of shooting and not learning anything.
Everyone was... Like, even because I modelled for one of the shifts and most of them just came and did, as you said, just take a few reference shots and that's what they all did. They didn't turn it into a portfolio builder because we don't do that anymore.
No, we don't.
Much to everyone's disgust.
Some people are very unhappy, but the last two...
Brand.
It's not a brand. Our last two was like a nightmare for me because they want to shoot lots of stuff, but then want me to take time to show them how to do it.
Well, yeah, because everyone, the last 2 portfolio builders we did in Melbourne, because that's the only place that we do. Well, we did them in Sydney for a bit.
And Brisbane when Gary had his studio.
Because we need a studio big enough and with different backgrounds. But the last 2 that we did, we found that people came and they wanted to learn. But we've advertised that we do 12 lighting setups, so everyone's...
It's very hard for me to stop and talk every little adjustment I make.
And do 12 lighting setups and teach.
But then there's still that small percentage. You couldn't give a rat's about that. They just want to shoot them up.
No, because most of the models were just standing around doing nothing half the time.
No, I mean on the older ones.
Oh, yeah.
The older ones, like as soon as I set something up, there'd be people shooting straight away. They didn't follow me to the next setup.
Correct. Whereas now it's just
now
people
it's like we'll just leave that really good-looking shot alone, and we'll go follow Peter.
So that's why we don't do those anymore.
No, we don't.
Unfortunately, for some people.
My beer's getting warm.
It's getting warm.
I should drink.
Maybe you should.
Good.
If you put it in the pool, would it cool it down?
No, I think outside's warmer than that might work, but not with the colour of the water. I don't want to.
There's no colour of the water, you.
At least you stop blowing bubbles.
Oh my God. It's not me, it's this thingamajig, this little ventilation system.
Sorry, you had the whole pool to decide where you're going to stand, and you thought you'd stand next to something to hide your bubbles.
I like this background and...
But we could have been up this way more and you wouldn't have had it. Then everyone would have heard your bubbles. So I knew you'd want the protection with the bubbles. Bubbles.
My God.
There's really one thing, going back onto the workshop, it's not just in Austin, it was also very, very strong in New York, and they were great models also, though with Wilhelmina, is how little they've been trained anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And they were so appreciated for the tiniest amount of training. It was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Oh my God, this is...
Yeah. And even one of the models we had in last week in Austin, she modelled for the workshop last year, one of them.
Oh, yeah, Hope, yeah.
And we had her again this year. Even she said, she's like, what you taught me last year took my modelling next level. Like, girls are so appreciative and...
But agencies should be doing this anyway.
100% they should be doing this. But they don't. They just sign them on and then send them out to jobs and they don't give them any form of training. They might give them a bit of runway training, but they don't give them any form of photo shoot training.
I don't think anybody does runway training.
Anymore.
Seriously.
I remember I was runway trained.
By who?
Tanya Powell.
That's not a modelling. Tanya Powell is a deportment. Did that make you put a book on your head?
No.
You sure? So did you learn about your knives and forks?
No.
Tanya Powell used to teach knives and forks, what fork and what knife, where they are sitting on your plates.
No, I got taught runway and I got taught what to bring in my model bag and stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's better than they do. Was yours a crash course or something?
No, I went for like 12 weeks or something.
Oh, so 12 weeks they taught you how to walk.
And other stuff.
What other stuff?
I can't remember. I was like 13.
It was really good training then.
I was like 13.
Really great training.
It was 17 years ago because I'm an old hag now.
Old hag. All right, I'm going to check out your catwalk next time we can.
I don't do catwalk.
I want to see how good she trained you.
17 years ago.
So you can't walk in heels. She didn't train you very well.
It's 17 years ago.
It's like getting on a bike. We've heard what that is.
Why did this turn off?
Right, so the warning's turned off here now. What are you watching? Yes, for anybody who's just turned on, you've just seen what Bec does behind the scenes. Yeah, our camera overheated at degrees with me that's so freaking hot here.
I was watching a funny video that Jared sent me.
Jared sent you?
Yes. Well, normally when I'm at home, we get into bed, because I scroll through TikTok and save for funny videos, and then we hop into bed and it's only a good 20 minutes of me showing him all the funny videos I've shown for the day. So when I'm travelling, we have to send each other funny videos. You're right. Be careful. Don't drop your expensive makeup.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Did you farts?
Bubble.
What? So it's coming in here now.
Sorry?
It's coming through here now. It's all your farts.
It's coming from your side of the planet.
Your sweats is very lots.
It's, you know what? How much I love humidity.
This is all right. It's all right in the pool. The pool's actually doing a good job at cooling down. It's the first thing I did yesterday.
I'm only feeling warmth coming in the water here.
Oh my God, are you not pissed? When we checked in yesterday, it was the first thing I did was change into bikinis and jump
pee
into
in the pool.
I didn't pee in the pool. I swam in the toilet.
Oh, so if ever anybody wants to GPS where we are, Bec's shower has got a glass window on it. Anybody could climb the fence and be shot.
And Peter's shower is outside.
Yeah, but it's fully enclosed.
It's still outside.
It's a horrible. Mine's a horrible shower.
Was it weird showering outside?
No, except I've done it before.
Oh, I've never
Well,
showered.
our shower in Bali.
When? Oh, when you
Our
went.
shower in Bali. Not yours, ours. Shari's and mine.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? It didn't have a roof.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We had a little courtyard you walked out and showered in.
Why do you always get the outside showers? I always get boring inside. I've never showered outside.
I said that you could have my floor, except you thought you'd sleepwalk and kill yourself going down the stairs without a rail.
I also didn't want the backlash of, so you get the better room.
Oh, I was looking forward to that.
No
I was so looking forward to that.
It was thunders.
It's fun. It was supposed to be 80%. What are you doing? Are you pooing in the pool now? There's a floaty bit.
It's a leaf.
You sure, it's not. You sure it's a leaf?
Out. See, this
it's
is why I
looking
don't
round.
like going in the ocean because things touch me and then I kind
There's no stonefish in here.
No, but it's like.
Oh, that's a long skinny like. Ugh.
What?
What did you do?
Where? What?
Down at your feet.
I know. That's what just touched me and I freaked out. It's like when seaweed touches me in the ocean. I don't like it. It's gross. So I don't go in the ocean. I'm not going in the ocean here with stonefish and box jellyfish.
The box jellyfish.
No way.
We have box jellyfish in Australia.
Yeah, and I don't go in the ocean there either.
Ever?
I seriously can't remember the last time I went to. I think the last time I went to the beach was like.
Oh, sorry. I can remember someone running out at night time into the ocean in Bali. That's actually the most dangerous time to be eaten by a shark. Have you seen Jaws?
They wouldn't be that shallow.
Yes.
Surely not. Surely the sharks are out. It's too shallow for them. They're big. They're fit. Their big bellies would touch the sand.
That much water. In fact, I can show you videos of sharks in this much water.
But the little shark that would be in that much water wouldn't.
It's still got big teeth.
But it wouldn't kill me. It would just take a chunk of my leg and.
And if we took a chunk off your leg, what's going to happen to your bloods?
It would leak.
Right, and there's not much leaking needed for you to die because there's not much of your blood that's actually blood.
It's mostly wine.
Yes, you alcoholic. Got her to admit online.
I went in the ocean in.
I couldn't believe in Bali. Like, it's dark at night. You went waist deep.
I think I'd had a few drinks on the plane.
That's your excuse. That's a place I don't know if they've got bad stuff in there, but I still wouldn't run into a stranger's beach late at night.
I don't know, I was excited. I went in the ocean in Rome, the one near Tessa's house. We went to the beach and I went in the ocean. There was no critters.
There's more danger on the beach in Rome than there is in the
water.
beach.
I know.
All the predators are on the beach. You're completely safe in the ocean.
There was no critters. There was no fishes. There was no seaweed. There was nothing. So, and the water was so nice and warm because that would have been like the Mediterranean.
Do you pee in that as well?
I think that's like the Mediterranean Sea.
I don't know. Geography. Or geology, whatever it is.
I can't believe they don't teach America's geography in school. That is wild to me.
I don't think they teach in school.
I just can't.
End of story.
I just can't believe they don't teach it in school. I felt very bad.
You need to tell the story now. You can't just leave that comment. Otherwise, you're going to get shot.
I was talking to one of our lovely models from the weekend about being from Australia, and she asked me if Australia was in Europe. I was like, no, that's Austria.
It's close.
It's close.
Starts with A.
It's got
an S and it's got a T.
Well, it's one letter different.
Is that only one letter different? You sure?
It's Australia. Australia. Yeah, it's just the L.
Is it? So there's an I in Austria.
Yeah, at the end.
You
I
tell that's me. I can't spell.
I think it's only one letter.
I think memory it looks longer.
No,
we're going to check it up.
Yeah, I'm confused now.
You know you're going to get a heap of hate if you're wrong.
I'm gonna.
It's not me.
The left is back.
The left is back. It won't leave you alone.
Australia. Oh no, it's like 2 letters different.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like a longer word. It's the only thing I can understand with my dyslexia. I can see lengths of words.
It's two letters longer.
Right.
No, 2 letters
so
shorter. Well, 2 letters, anyway.
Didn't have a Z.
We don't have a...
The fact you're answering me, you're a loser.
But no, I just can't believe they don't teach geography. I saw a TikTok about this as well. They had a map and they had...
I believe it. TikTok.
They were asked, they was grabbing random people off the street and they gave them a pointer and there was a world map and they were like, can you point to any country or like any country?
Any country. Well, you'd point anywhere and it's a country. Unless it was the ocean.
Or they were like, can you name any country?
Well, Italy's easy. It looks like a boot.
Yeah, but like none of them they couldn't even name their own country. They said any country. They didn't say a different one.
It's a trick question.
It's not a trick question.
I couldn't name any country. I've never heard of any country.
Oh, my God.
Never ever heard of that country is called any.
It makes me sad. Maybe I like it.
Because, and this is, I've got to be careful because this is me getting political. Well, and I saw this happening not just lately, even with the kids growing up. Schools started to teach more and more about things that the parents should teach and less things of what the school should teach. So I think when it comes down to kids' morals, kids' beliefs, that's by the parents because it should be carried over. And as teachers should be teaching things like spelling, reading, writing, arithmetic, science, history, geography. All of those things is all they taught when I was at school. Was very, very little teaching on morals. And I understand morals should be, but I think that's your job as a parent.
We certainly
to bring your kids up with the same morals that you believe in.
We certainly didn't need to be taught algebra.
Of course we did.
You
need to use it all the time.
I've never had to use algebra.
I know. I've seen by our books.
They could have taught me taxes and stuff.
But there's a couple of things. It's like we don't get pushed. I think it's really big in America. It's not in Australia. That table thing, the
periodic
table.
I think I
never ever brought it up once when I was at school.
Oh no, because when I was in high school.
See, I didn't do science. If you did science, but I did a science, but it's like more like advanced science. That was in it. But in science for complete idiots, they didn't cover that. It was just how to make crack cocaine, how to...
In my high school, we got to choose like what science we did. So I did biology and psychology, and they were like 2 different classes. But I think if you did like chemistry, you'd have to learn the periodic table.
Yeah.
But I didn't do chemistry.
So biology and psychology science?
Biology is a science, yes, and psychology is a science, yes.
Serious?
Yeah.
See, I never had that when I was at school. I didn't know that was classed as science.
Yeah, biology is the science of bodies.
I thought that was kind of medical.
No, it's a science. And then psychology is a science of the brain. And I got straight A's. I did. Hair flick. My timer went off, but I was just giving us an extra few minutes because of our technical...
Because of your brain.
Because of our technical difficulties.
Our humidities. Well, let's blame the humidity.
The humidity I built. But
so this is where we're stupid. We should have we need a camera operator or someone sitting there. In Mexico, we were going to book someone for a cent for 4 hours. We wouldn't have had these problems.
Well, we could have paid them a proper wage and they would have been
2 cents. Then. Are we supposed to tip here?
I don't know. I might Google it. I didn't know whether we should have tipped the pool guy today.
Well, no, he's doing it for the owners, not for us.
Yeah, I guess.
No, the pool guy wasn't our pool guy. It was the owner's pool guy.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you should tip the girl that gave you the chocolate massage.
I didn't get a chocolate massage.
What's a chocolate massage? Is that? I still think to me it sounds like they poo on you and
they're not trying to poo on you.
It sounds like that's what it might have been. Anyway.
I don't know.
We're ravens.
We're ravens as always.
I think our next podcast still might be in Mexico.
Yeah, we'll try and do another one, but it'll be at a different Airbnb.
It'll be in a different pool.
Have a good week.
If they don't have a swim-up bar, I refuse to do it.
This is a swim.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Well, we couldn't do it in Austin because they didn't have a swim-up bar.
Yes.
You weren't allowed to take alcohol into the pool area.
Otherwise
we would have been in the pool.
Yes. Oh, LA's going to be fun. We'll have a swim up bar.
Oh, we've got an endless pool.
Everyone
get an infinities pool. It'll most likely be freezing. You're doing it. Freezing cold or not, you're in there.
Freezing cold. It's LA. It never rains in California.
Yeah, but it gets cold.
Not that cold.
What month is it?
So it'll be October.
Could be getting a bit cool.
No, it'll be fine.
Have you ever swum in LA? You've never swum in LA, and this is a good comment. So we've been to LA. How many times you've never swum there?
I've been there. How many times have we been there? We've been there when we went.
I've been there
19.
lots.
We went 19. We went last year. I think those.
It's only your third year. Oh, the brain's been damaged by the alcoholism. She's not an alcoholic. She only has alcoholic. She only has one brain cell and just runs around. No, you actually got two. One chases the other one. Never catches it.
Yeah, I think this is only my third.
The second one's in high heels, can never catch it.
I think this is only my third America trip with you.
Is it?
Yeah, because we went 2009. We didn't go the year I started. We went 2019. Then everything got a bit messed up.
Why didn't we go the year?
That I started. I think we tried. I think we left it too late to put up and we didn't get enough bookings.
Oh, no,
so
it was another problem.
But I just started.
No, we had to clear the DUI, your drug driving thing before they could let you in. Well, if I think about alcoholics coming into America, we had to pay money to get that hidden.
Oh my God. Anyway, I think I've been to LA like 4 or 5 times.
I've still got 11 hours left. We can still go for another 11 hours, but I think we'll end up like...
I don't think people want pumpkins.
Anyway, see ya.
Have a good week.
I didn't talk about what our picture's going to be.
Oh. Can we just use a screen cap of this? Or do you want to put up an old photo?
Do you think this looks pretty?
It's got me in it.
It's got you. All right, we'll put a screen grab
or
up.
We can put, I don't know what we're going to put up. We didn't talk about it.
No, we did Polaroids last week. We've got nothing to put up. We're losers. I know what we put up.
What?
Sleeping pictures. All right?
Put up sleeping for the wars.
Right. So Bec had I know we said goodbye. We're back online again. We're back and running. Part 2. Bec had this game with her ex-boyfriend.
My fiance, Jared.
Who hates being called an ex-boyfriend. I can understand that. You've opened the gate.
It was just
this is my ex-boyfriend.
He's my fiance.
Yeah, but you're very long-winded till you say it's my fiance.
Not.
You were the other day.
It was funny. Anyway.
So they had a thing where Bec took a picture of him asleep. So he took a picture of her asleep.
And then we started pulling the same faces as the other one who was sleeping while we were
so one would pull a face of the other one while I was sleeping, and Bec said she was going to win. She couldn't be bothered doing another photo. So you lost. Whereas Jared spat out like hundreds of them. But I have got one slepsy photo from because Bec decided to take a photo of me sleeping in the lounge. She said I was snoring.
You were.
I just didn't want to talk to you.
You were snoring.
I just did not want to talk to you. That's my way of not talking to you.
I said
pretending I'm asleep.
I sent it to your son.
Pretend you're asleep. Just closing your eyes doesn't work. You have to go, and then you know that I'm pretending to be asleep.
Okay.
So we'll put up Bec's sleeping pictures.
Oh no, I'm the ugliest sleeper in the world. I'm so scared.
Oh, you should have come up with a better idea for today's photo.
Well, I didn't, so...
So, Slepsies, here we
Great.
go. All right, see ya.
Bye, guys.